Right.
And the biggest problem we've got with it is it could be somebody we know, it may not be somebody we know. So we need to use some kind of proportion and create as much distance as we can so we can get to safety. Normally this would be in a public sort of bar or a club or something, so there will be other people around. And that's what you're trying to do with your self-defence, is to get safe. So use the people around you to do that. So in this case, this horrible person is going to try to make a pass at me, and he puts his arm around me, which is unwanted. The important bit here is that this is going to put us under some degree of shock. Yeah? So when this, we can scream and shout and do whatever. While you're regaining your composure, place your hand on the other person's hand. So your thumb is in line with the base of his thumb. This will give him a certain sense of security that what he's doing is acceptable. Big deep breath, get some oxygen in. Step to the side and elbow to the ribs. This elbow, it doesn't necessarily have to be hard. If it works hard, then that's cool. But it's about creating distance and giving him a little bit of a shock into his floating rib. Yeah? Here. Squeeze this hand tight, walk anti-clockwise and bring the hand over the top so that this hand is higher than the shoulder. You can make a kick to the midsection into the crowd. Okay? Right, in this situation, someone is physically going to attack you. And what they're going to potentially do to you is going to place their arms around you, which is going to restrict your breathing, to either pick you up and take you somewhere, pull you to the ground, yeah, and potentially do your arms. So they've already attacked you. So in this case, all bets are off. What we need to do first of all, is yet again to control the fear element. We need to get some oxygen into their body. And we also need to make sure that we can breathe. Because as our rib cage gets crushed, the diaphragm can't raise and therefore we can't get oxygen into our body. And it also gives this person a lot of power once we start to struggle and they can overpower us. It's a dominance thing. So what we need to do there is first thing, it's just first aid, think about keeping our airway clear, our breathing, yeah, circulation's work, just the ABCs like that. And we need to make sure that our diaphragm can work. Okay? So as the attack comes in, it's a strong attack, and it's come over here. Right? Now, as they're starting to crush us, that's stopping my diaphragm from again, yeah, by squeezing my rib cage together with my elbows into my rib cage. So we've got a knee and our hands. So as we're squeezed in, okay, at this point, push forward and step forward. Okay, nice and simple, nothing too flash, but we're allowing ourselves to breathe and taking the person to the ground. Yeah, the knee strike, make it as hard as you wish. Yeah, okay, go vicious. When you're doing that push, take hold of the hips. You can feel the hip bones with your palms in front. Step forward and strike. Use your body weight. You will take the person to the ground. Okay? Okay. Right, in this scenario, we're going to do the same sort of grab as what we've just done, but it's going to be a grab from the rear. Now, what will happen with this one, it will take you by surprise, and there is the potential that the person can get you off the ground, particularly if you're light, so it's much smaller than the person. So we're going to do two versions. One where we're not lifted, and the second version where we're lifted. Yeah, again, the same principles. We need to make sure that our breathing's concerned. This one, as they come in tight, pull it tight, they will crush your rib cage and it will be really uncomfortable. You have to roll your arms in front of your body. So your elbows are facing out and you create two bars across the front of your chest. That allows you to breathe. Okay? What it would also do is pull the person tighter over your back. So as you squeeze really tight up, you can still roll it in and pull them forward. Raise your arms up so the palms come on top and put it close into your sternum. Okay? We're then just going to step to the side and keep this close. Don't let this go. We're going to come out and we can run. Or, alternatively, we can combine a couple of techniques and we can then be on our way. Okay? The second version, the person has decided to pick us up and take us away. The same principles are applied, but we're going to use our heels to make them drop us. So if they pick us up, we roll in, sorry, simple pickups. And out. Okay? This attack is our heels coming, our heels driving in, just above the knee. Okay? With shoes, it doesn't make a blown bit difference. Use your heels rather than the foots and feet. Okay? Happy? Go. In this situation, you are being pinned by an attacker, so you're in a very difficult position to start with. So the person is liable to be bigger and stronger than you, so you have to redirect that by breaking his balance. Now, our legs are free. We can do stuff with our legs, but our arms are pinned. But what we need to try and do is create movement with our arms. So we're going to shoot an arm up and bring our head under this arm here, so that we're starting to get outside. Okay? Here. What it will then do is place you on one hip, on one side of your hip. Lift your leg up onto this leg, push it, bring this one over, lock his arm out, okay? We can then create space to get up and flee the scene.
There. That's all working.
Right, in this situation, you're going to be pinned against the wall and someone is going to try to molest you or assault you. Okay, so we've got this type of situation where you can't move. Okay? And they're trying to obviously pull your top off, strangle you or whatever. Right, what the situation is here, we have to create some distance. So we need our arms inside theirs if they can. If that is difficult, keep them by your side. Okay? So as the person comes in and it's starting to get bad, rather than try to get up here, bring them into your side and up into your chest, so you can get your hands on the chest here. Okay? So these hands come up under the armpits, in between your body and onto the chest here. Okay? Push with your palm against the sternum. They will probably put more pressure onto you, which is going to help. And then with your fingers, drive up into the neck. Straighten your arm. You will get that reaction, create some space, but they probably might come back again. So you'll have to make the opportunity to get out of that position. So as they've come up here, what we don't like this, hands down by your side, up into your chest, palms onto the sternum, closed fingers, up into the neck, and then out the side. Okay? So one more time. Be physical. Right, it's down here, up, down, and go. What's happening in slow motion is your hands are here, they're coming up into stone, right up under the neck. See where the chin joins here, so just the other side of the box. And instead of going back, we go up and in. Lock your arm so you're in this position. You will definitely create some distance. Be aware of, they're not seriously armed. Yeah? You need to flee at the side. Don't try and go over the person. they'll get you. So you need to come outside or do your kick to the groin.
Okay.
Come on.